Grandfather's Promenade. The duel was between the Stutz and the Delage on bricks a half a century ago. Time seems to pause as Jim McElreath takes precautions against the wind. And Bobby Unser tucks away a good luck charm, while Art Malone presents a daring young face to remember. Cars take their places in the field, places they have won in the heat of qualifying trials. Making sure the order is correct is starter Pat Vidan, the man who handles the flags. Experience has drilled into Malone a professional dispassion, and signaling all's ready, the traditional Indianapolis balloons go up. Mac tapes his sleeves. Flapping could distract him. Bobby Unser is observed by Tony Rolls' two British mechanics with hopeful reserve. Now fortunes smile. Fate be good. The cars and their crews are poised and wait the traditional command. Gentlemen, start your engines. Raised arms signal engines running. The clutches bite and the race cars roll. At the Indianapolis Speedway, the 48th annual running is underway. Ford's little Mustang faces the parade. Cars build speed, 70, 80 miles an hour. 500 miles to go. Clark's Lotus splits for the turn. Marshman, Ward, Jones on his tailpipes. Scotsman Jimmy Clark stretches his lead. A wild fight is starting in the pack. The pace is blistering. Wait. A spin. It's a nightmare on turn 4. Red flag flutters for the first time in the 500. The race is halted by a tragedy. Eddie Sachs and Dave McDonald. Two names are added to the scroll of heroes of automotive history. Among the shattered hopes, the Novi Ferguson. In 90 seconds, the labor of years is violently erased. But the race must go on. An absorbent powder shrouds the oil slicks left by the Holocaust. An agonizing hour and a half later, cars take the positions held when the red flag waved. A hushed crowd awaits the restart. Sprinting through dust, clouding the tragic turn, Clark spurts anew into the lead, but Marshman's after him. A Lotus duel. The starter signals a clear track. Clark loses and regains his lead. His tires shedding chunks of rubber. Dangerous vibrations shake his car. The 47th lap, Clark's rear suspension breaks. He hobbles to the infield on turn 1. The cool talent of a champion has forestalled another tragedy. Bobby Unser, though burned, sticks with his team. McElreath senses trouble. But he returns to the fray using his Novi power to carve through the pack. From circling at a steady 143 miles an hour, Art Malone comes in for fuel. Just in case of fire, a squirt of CO2. Then back to the melee. Walt Hanskin signals for a quick repair. Jim McElreath duels briefly with Johnny Boyd. Jim leads in the chute but loses ground on turns. And a faltering engine finally forces Mac to the pits. And he checks the plugs. It's like a doctor looking at his patient's tongue. Diagnosis, a sick engine that takes a second Novi out. Novi hopes are dwindling. Offies dominate the race. Mac fought hard for 202 miles. The Flying Texan, A.J. Foyt, now holds a substantial lead, while Art Malone hangs on courageously. The crowd begins to roar as Foyt gets the one lap to go flag. The checkered flag flashes down. The Flying Texan is the winner. He's set a record for the 500, topping 147 miles an hour. The victory ceremony is a refreshing draft to the weary Texan. Art Malone brings number 3 home in 11th place. Even to finish in this most hotly contested of auto races is an achievement. A race that in 3 hours etches 10 years into a driver's face. Remember that young man who started this race? The history of 1964's 500-mile classic has been recorded. As the victor is carried off in triumph, the excitement that fused the crowd, the crews, and the cars into one momentous event fades into memory. And back in Gasoline Alley, the machines wait to be trucked back to their home garages, and quiet returns. In Santa Monica, whence they came, the Studebaker Novis are ready to again submit their race-worn bodies to further scientific questioning. A price has been paid, too high a price for men to stop in their endeavors now. There is a magnificence about the things that men do honestly with their hearts, an imperishable optimism summed up in these famous lines. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishment the scroll. I am the captain of my fate. I am the master of my soul.